Good morning! Hi everyone, I am back to my Rise and Shine with Miko and I'm so excited. I am so excited to be back. Let me tell you all about what happened last week when I took the entire week off of Facebook, Instagram. It was so liberating, I gotta tell you this, but I did have moments where I really miss coming on here and adding value. It almost felt like I was like my purpose was missing because I wasn't sharing my journey. I wasn't coming on here and telling you guys what I've been learning. So there was a part of me that really missed that. But then there's another huge part of me that really just felt so liberating to not be on social media. So I was doing some research on my phone, looking at the screen time that I have spent on social media the week before last week. And it looks like I spent 22 hours in 1 week just on Facebook and Instagram, which that 22 hours, I was able to create and do something else with my life. Like 22 hours is a lot of our precious time, right? Time is our resource, it's our life's resource. So what did I end up doing then if I didn't spend 22 hours on Facebook and Instagram last week? So I did a bunch of stuff. This weekend, I went to an amazing birthday party with my friend Marissa and I tried Brazilian barbecue for the first time. And then yesterday I hung out with another friend. We spent some time in her jacuzzi. We had a pina colada and it was just so amazing. And I got to hold a snake. It was like super heavy, the snake. And then I got to touch a tarantula and I got to look at 4 days old kittens. I'm just like, all of these things probably wouldn't happen if I spent so much time online on Facebook, basically wasting my life away. But because I was away from my phone, I was so much more living, like I was truly living my life and not be so attached to constantly scrolling on my Instagram and Facebook. But the biggest thing that really came to my awareness as a result of staying away was that I caught myself for depending on my phone to escape. There were so many moments when I felt something like an emotion or a feeling that I didn't like, that it was almost this heaviness on my heart, that I had this automatic tendency that I wanted to grab my phone and distract myself with Facebook and Instagram and scroll. But because I reminded myself like, hey, I'm not doing that right now, I'm not doing that this week, I really had to be forced to basically sit with my own feelings and to sit with whatever was coming up for me. So I felt like I've gotten so much closer to myself. I felt like I've developed such a deeper intimacy, like an intimate connection with me. I'm really looking at like how many times do I avoid me? Like I avoid myself by distracting, like even when I didn't have social media, like I caught myself really like constantly going places, keeping myself busy with work, with personal development, like reading, YouTube videos, like even with food, and even going to the beach was like an escape for being with myself right here and right now. Like it was so like strong, that urgent, like that tendency, that urge to escape, to avoid my feelings. So like I was just so much more aware of that versus like like the week before, I would just immediately go on Facebook and check my notifications and distract myself. And a lot of us are addicted just like that. Like when we feel something that we're uncomfortable with, like when we're feeling maybe a sense of loneliness or a sense of unfulfillment, we immediately grab our phone so that we get distracted. We don't have to feel that feeling. We don't have to think about those thoughts. And that is just a numbing sensation. Like that feeling is still in our body, right? But when I was basically forced to sit with it, be present with it, I really got to be a lot more intimate with me. And really like I learned so much about myself in this past week. Things like there's so much lack and scarcity that's in my body. And it shows up in my business and relationship and like how I feel day to day. And I wouldn't have known this. I wouldn't have been able to pick up on all these feelings and realizations if I were constantly distracting myself. And honestly, like, I didn't feel like I missed out on anything. I didn't feel like I missed out on anything at all by not being on Facebook or Instagram for a whole week. And I actually felt like I got to live life so much more fully. I get to just sit and enjoy my cup of coffee, feeling the ocean breeze on my skin, like really basking in the moment. And also not texting and driving, which is so dangerous. Like, sometimes you get so addicted to that even like stopping at a stoplight, we grab our phone and scroll and look at Facebook. I'm guilty of this. I used to do that. So it was really nice to not do that for a whole week. So moving forward, I am still intending to not be on Facebook and Instagram as often. I'm only going to come on here to share value because there's so much more life to live outside of our phones. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys. I feel like so much has happened, but that's really all that's coming up for me right now. Really, like, I get to look at what other ways am I avoiding my own emotions. And the deeper that I can, and I spend a lot of time meditating too. So like in the past, when I got a sense of like validation, approval, or acknowledgement from my Facebook likes and comments and engagements, I was able to get that from within me. Like, that's why I was really like intending to cultivate a deeper relationship between me and my inner being, and also between me and God, because I wanted to feel this source of love, this unconditional love, this approval, this like validation that I am enough just right here and right now, and it's coming from inside and out versus outside and in. So I was able to really feel that every morning when I did a little meditation. Like, I just sit here and like I feel like I'm plugging into something divine, something like this space around me that's just like charging me with so much love and so much acknowledgement, and it's like giving me a hug from like the inside and out. And it feels amazing when we cannot depend on external things or people to fill up that cup, but we can fill that up from within. Like, that's really the magic, the secret sauce to ultimate happiness. Like, I'm still on my way. Like, I'm not fully there yet, but at least I got glimpses of that just by taking time away from social media. So let me know if any of this is resonating with you guys. I'm just so excited to be back. I love doing these Rise and Shine with Miko's with you guys and just like say hi. So hope you guys have an amazing Monday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.